right, y'all. That's my fault. I was over here playing around. Not even gonna lie. I was over here playing around on my phone, and I was trying to do something that apparently you can't do, which is you can't log in from two StreamYards to try and play around and do some crazy stuff. That's my fault. I take full responsibility for that. I learned that on live TV. I didn't know you couldn't do that. So as soon as I tried to log in and edit on my phone or whatever, and I hit end, I guess it ended everything. So shit, my fault. I didn't know y'all. Shit. It must have needed to happen because y'all were being so disrespectful about these folks in Indo. But I want to get back to it though because I want to get back to it though about this Indo because finish up where you was at.
You were talking
what I was
about
gonna say is that
Indoor don't mean. Yeah, I was going. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is that I feel like it's, and I touched on this in my interview with Trayvon. I feel like it could be interesting because the 100 the sprints, it touches on an aspect of sprinting that's kind of unique, is who can get to top speed the fastest.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. I don't feel like it's. I like the 100 because it covers all aspects of speed, what like the acceleration, your start and the maintenance. It brings all of it together. But I don't know. The indoors focuses more on just getting out. It's like it's cool, and a lot of people who weren't good at it don't care for it. But it's just like a different aspect of track and field. It just comes down to how you present it. It's not really presented well because no one cares. No money in it, and no stars go because there's no money in it.
Indoor has the
cool.
best opportunity to like be the best presentation because like for outdoor track, it's like it there's so much space, and like when you're trying to put on a good presentation, it's like you want a more intimate setting. And so, like, when you see those meets, like, especially like in Europe, when it's like they turn the lights off, they have sounds and everything. Like, you can make an awesome environment to run. It sucks that the best environment in track and field is the one that people don't care about, unfortunately, like, of the two. Because indoor could be crazy. Like, like I was like in my live with Trayvon, like we was talking about, like, why don't like in the 60, like you have, this light show, like you make it a big deal, and hey, maybe you have, a contest, in the beginning, you may have you have fans like right on the 60, like the presentation could be great because it's a more intimate environment. And you can sell out an indoor track facility easily. It's really hard to sell out an outdoor track facility. Like the environment can just be crazy. And so yeah, that's what I would say. Like it could be great, money wise.
I hate indoor. Okay. Now it could stem from a little bit of, like what shout out to my stat guy NSX gave me today for my own breakdowns when he texted me. He was like, Ray, how in the hell are you so fast from 60 to 100? Like this is astronomically amazing. It's because my start sucked. That's one thing. All right. Second thing is, but I still ran 6.5. All right. I still finished third indoor 1 year. Here's the reason why. Now, this is going to sound crazy as hell for me to say, but I would be a fan of it if you couldn't do both. You got to pick one. You got to either pick indoor or you got to pick outdoor. So if you go to indoor world championships, that's it. It's over with for the series. That's it. You can't do nothing else. You're an indoor runner. Or if you do outdoor. Now, here's the reason why, because I'm like, okay, well, you got heavyweight, you got lightweight. To me, I feel like indoor is a waste of time. All right. I feel like it's a completely different aspect because if you can't go 0 to 60, you can't be effective at all. Period. Point blank. Now, that's in the sprints. Let's talk about, the 800 and all that stuff. You're inside running on a 200-meter track over and over and over again. Lack of oxygen, you name it, is there. Now, with all that being said, last year, Marvin Bracey, shout out my boy Marv, he in here. Shout out Trayvon, Fred, all y'all in here, everybody. Marvin did what I always said you can't do. I said you can't do it. You cannot go to World Indoors and get a medal and then come back outside for World Championship and get that same medal or a better medal. The body can't do that. Now, to Marvin's defense, when you put and string it together, he didn't tax his body though. because he only ran like 2-3 times. I mean, he in the chat, he'll tell us he only ran like 2-3 times indoor, a couple times outdoor. So he could do that. But when you're doing, shout out to Mike Rogers, my brother, I know he watching too. I look at stuff like that. When you do a Mike Rogers indoor season, you're done. Your outdoor ain't gonna reflect. It's just not gonna reflect it because you don't tore your body up all season long already. That's why I'm not a fan of indoor. And if you think about it, the big wigs very rarely run indoor anyway. You know, like the Shelly Anns, the Boats, the Elaines, all them. You know, the Shakaris. You can throw her in the pot. They don't really run indoor. So for me, I'm a fan of, man, screw indoor for a couple reasons. Now, if it was its own sport, let's say that if indoor was its own side of the G League, like y'all want to call it, okay. Well, the indoor is like the G League, and you focus more money on that right there, I could go with that. All right, I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't like indoor. I think it's a waste of time. I'm just being honest with you. I think indoor is a complete waste of damn time. It's a complete waste of time. Yeah. There's no indoor Olympics, as we always say. Complete waste of time.
Interesting point. Trayvon just said this. Unpopular opinion. If the top 60 runners ran in this year's Indoor World Championships, it would have been more entertaining than this year's Outdoor World Championships.
Say that part again.
If the top 60 runners ran this year's Indoor World Championships, it would have been more entertaining than this year's Outdoor World Championships.
Make that make sense.
I think he's saying that
because I'm reading it.
World Outdoors really wasn't that entertaining. And if the good people go to indoors, no, I think he's saying that it wasn't. But if you have the good athletes going to World Indoors, you have a meet. That's what I'm getting from that. The best people.
But if you got the best people going indoors, and they do an indoor circuit, what they gonna give us outside? I don't give a damn about how fast you can go inside. I'm just being. I could care two shits about you breaking an indoor record. It means nothing to me. What you gonna do when you get outside underneath the sun? What everybody do?
But if indoors becomes a big deal, then it could become reversed.
Then yes, because if it becomes a big deal, I can see what you're doing
at this 100, but what are you gonna do when it comes down to just running the 60?
Or make indoors just G League. I mean, cause think about what we just said. Most of your top people don't. Y'all did it, all right? Y'all did it, okay? I ain't do it, y'all.
I didn't do any G League anything.
Y'all comparing it to practice. I'm comparing it to G League, and he's saying
I said nothing about G League.
Everybody in this live has some wild stuff.
I said preseason.
Let's get that on the tape. We've all compared these pro athletes to people that
G League. That's crazy.
Okay, well, I'm not saying G League. Put it this way, and this is no disrespect. This no disrespect. No disrespect to even y'all know I love Maribel to death. I think about people like that. I think about the people that, you know what? What if it was separated? What if you had to pick, I'm an indoor runner or outdoor runner? Because then I feel like, again, I'm dreaming. First of all, I'm dreaming. But if you can separate the two, then you can determine if you're going to be a G League or a pro. Because if you're a pro, chances are you don't need to run indoor. So indoor is like the G League. If you're a pro, you should be going straight outside where it all matters at. That's just me when it comes to indoor. That's why I've never really liked indoor is cool, but all right, well,
Yeah, Trayvon just explained himself.
Read it to him. I know it's in there.
And Anson read it wrong. You didn't have to bring up the fact that I read it wrong. How about you take some accountability, Trayvon? How about you take some accountability and say you wrote it wrong? How about that? Let me skip that line. Outdoors went how many thought it would, but imagine if you added me, Ronnie, and some other starts at the Indoor World Championships. That would have been wild. It would have. That's what I'm saying. It's just about some names.
But, okay, so if
even when Asafa went to World Indoors, that was a big deal.
I'm not gonna lie. The year that Asafa ran and the year that Justin ran, those were big years. I'm not gonna lie. Those two were big years. But look how that's 2 years out of how many
quote unquote upsets. Trayvon ended up beating Asafa. Gatlin, you know what I'm saying, just checked another championships off on his resume. It's cool seeing them guys go. So it's like, why not one season go and do something? There's some money and attention. If there's some money and attention, anyone will go.
If there's money and
make the
attention,
season work.
yes. If there's money and attention, yes. Lack of money and attention, I don't even think it's.
What I'd say, so to clarify my opinion, really, I think that if track and field wants to be great, like a much better sport, we can't have the world championships and the Olympics be the biggest meet in our sport. I think we can all agree on that. Like, if you want if we want our sport to be the biggest, it can't be the Olympics. Just like how in basketball, like the NBA championship is miles ahead of how important the Olympics is in basketball. It's like people do the Olympics just because they want to do it for fun. If track and field wants to start being taken like that, that has to be the case where it's like, hey, this, I don't know, American Track League, World League One, whatever it is, if you win that, then you're the GOAT of the year. Like, you have that championship. And it's like, oh yeah, let me do the Olympics because I want to represent my country. Like, if they can get it to that level of stuff, like that's my official opinion. And so I would love for us to get to that point, but we're just not there. Probably won't be for a while.
Based on what
I want to see more people do indoors, man.
Is that based on what he's saying, if all the top starters ran indoors, well, then it's worth it because now you actually got like you're gonna be at the edge of your TV every time, just like we are outside. But that's the problem. Your top starters, all of them, chances are ain't gonna be there. And then when you think about it, if we're talking about top starters, it ain't but 3 to 5 tops. That's why outside is better because that last 40 gonna determine who is the top. Take somebody like Fred Curley. Fred, well, shit, if I see how Fred did last year, I take that back. I don't know.
He can get out.
Yeah, he can get out though. I was about, I think about like, oh no,
we're never gonna see that man in the 60. Let's just.
But we will never see him in a 60-minute dash ever.
We'll never see him run an indoor track ever.
Exactly.
I would bet that. I would bet.
I don't know. You never know. Because at USA's they timed the 60s. They timed the 60s, and he came through 6:46. I don't remember which round.
Well, see, that's why I came back because as soon as I was about to say it, I thought about like, oh, well, wait a minute, no, that 60 was fine. He did USA, so yeah, he can get out.
If the money's right, and if the right people are talking shit, he'll run indoors.
Oh hell yeah, that's for sure.
He's not running indoors.
No. What we saying is, if the money is right and somebody talking shit, Fred will run indoors.
He'll run it.
That's the only way.
So if track and field ain't what it is today, then he might. Then sure, but I'm projecting it as if track don't change.
Oh no, hell no. Hell no, never, no.
If the right person talks shit, if the right person or right people talk shit,
all he gonna say is meet me outside. Where it matters at.
I don't know. Because really, I think if he wants to really be the broadest sprinter he can be, he's got the 400. He's shown prowess in the 2. He doesn't have a world championship yet, though. And he's also, he's shown prowess in the 100. So the 200, he's at least ran, and he's run 19.8. But he hasn't checked all the boxes. He seems like a check all the boxes kind of guy. You might be phase 6.1. That might be the next one. You know what I'm saying? But if he's that type of person, he wants to check all the boxes. That's a box that's not checked. Gatlin checked all the boxes.
I'm about to ask
Bolt's Bolt ran any 60s. I really wish Bolt ran a 60.
Yeah, I'm about to ask him. I'm about to be like, first, would you ever run a 60? And if so, how much money would you have to be paid?
Shoot. Other day he told me he'd run a 6.2.
Since we on the topic of that, because I'm curious. I told him to come on in this discussion. Now, because they in here, it's perfect time for this next segment I want to go into. Will, this is the question for both of y'all. I'm gonna go last. Will the top dogs be able to repeat their season from last year?
So you're gonna
That's
say
male
like
and
Candy and
female,
JSAC?
male and female across the board. By top
I gotta
dogs,
say.
I'm really talking about 1, 2, 3. That's what I mean by top dogs. 1, 2, 3. Would they be able to repeat their season from last year?
Well, historically, that's never happened. So
hence my question.
really, for it to happen again this year it wouldn't be logical based off history. Now, who's not going to be in that top 3? I need to see some things first. Gotta see some things first. But what I will say is, to me, Marcel has a lot to prove in this upcoming season because he wasn't around. So if
Hold
he
that
is who
thought.
he says
We're
he
gonna
is,
get to that. We're gonna get to that.
yeah,
Now
yeah,
bring him up.
If he is who he says he is, I just want to say this: if he is who he says he is, then he's going to be a factor. And y'all saw Andre got his legs back too late. If he's ready, Andre DeGrasse is going to be a factor. Then I mean, there's some people that always come up. You know what I'm saying? Let's see Tobogo ended the season with some confidence. I think he's going to run faster this year. If he runs faster this year, he ran 991. So what's that? He's 9.8, maybe 9.7. He's in the mix. Omanyala, you know what I'm saying? Didn't get his bags in time. I didn't know it wasn't his bags. He got to. Yeah, no, the Lexus. Yo, I seen the other day. You know what Mashuja Day is in Kenya? It's basically like a celebration of heroes in Kenya. It was like 2 weeks ago or something like that. So on that day, he posted this video of when he beat Fred to let people know that's why he's just to let y'all know I beat the world champion.
No,
and I'm a hero. He did. He posted it. Go look. I can't remember what day that was, but yeah, he posted it.
Yeah.
Just so you know, I beat the world champion. Take a look.
So
Happy
you don't
Masuja
think the
Day.
top dogs, and because some of them in here, you don't think they're gonna be able to repeat what they did last year?
No, a sweep? No, they're not going to sweep. Hell no. But I didn't think they were going to sweep in the first place. But 2 years in a row? No, it's not going to happen. Sorry. So it's up to y'all.
You say
who's it going to be?
I'm gonna start with the 100 first, and then we'll go 200. So you saying in the 100, it will not be what it just happened this year. The top dogs will fall off.
Yeah. It's not going to be the same top 3. It's not going to be the same top 3.
Sir, you know what? I want to give you an award, sir. I want to give you an award on this Halloween day, okay? Yeah. You may be one of the realest people ever, okay? Because you just sat here and told them boys to their face, to their faces. They looking at you.
It's not going to be the same top 3, no.
You just told them to their faces, y'all ain't shit.
They're looking at me now. So look, guys.
You literally just said y'all ain't shit.
Let me finish it too. It's up to you who the top 3 are going to be. But it's not going to be all 3 of y'all. So that's up to y'all. That's all I'm going to say. And they know it too. If they're logical,
they're gonna fall off.
They know they're not gonna sweep. They know they're not gonna sweep again. So it's just a matter of who's it gonna be, him or me. Bars. Who's gonna
Brother
be?
Colin, give me your take on this, Brother Colin.
I mean, like, I've been the stat guy, so I gotta continue with what I'm doing. Like, what Anson's saying makes sense. Like, I mean, all for like, because you got to think of these couple things. Like, one, their top, you got to be the 3 fastest people on the day, on the race, and you have to like be healthy leading up and have the best momentum leading up. And so it's just like, statistically, like if there was a bet, if DraftKings had a bet on what are the chances of these 3 athletes coming top 3 again, it would be $5 to win $5,000. It would be something crazy because it's just like statistically, it's so hard to do. The thing is, they can do it. Is it likely? No, I don't think so. But like, you have to look at the other people that it could be. Like, I'm not gonna like. I'm looking at someone that is my dark horse, I guess you could say, to be in that top 3. I think Noah Lyles is going to be in a really good position because he mentioned he wants to do the double. He's already won the 200. This is an off year for him because he needs to get the Olympic 200. So if there is a year for Noah Lyles to focus on the 100, it's this year. And he's been told for the past 2 years that he's a 200-meter runner and he can't do the 100. He's been told that for 2 years and he's tired of it. I can tell you that. And the confidence this man has coming after that 200, am I going to bet against Noah Lyles? I don't think I can do that. And like, that's just one of the people. Like, there's a lot of others that could potentially be in that top 3.
Hey, why Trayvon just give me the finger in the chat?
Yo. All right. My turn.
It's messed up. This is
what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say this could possibly be. I'm gonna use the word possibly. This could possibly be the first time we see in track and field.
Oh my gosh!
A repeat.
Okay.
Now
you see how you said I'm the most bold, I'm the most whatever you said, Doug. That was.
Let me finish.
That was.
Can I finish? Can I finish my reasoning?
Can I finish my reasoning? Can you leave?
Can I finish my reasoning? Can I finish my reasoning? Can I finish my reasoning? Can I finish my reasoning?
Okay, go ahead.
Can I finish my reasoning? Why?
Go ahead, man.
Okay. Somebody move their phone from the speaker. All right. The people that y'all just named, you named Seville. No, not at all. He's behind. Why? Because y'all are looking at it from a seasonal standpoint and not from what I would call a age standpoint and a prime standpoint. It just so happened that all 3 of them are priming at the same time. It's no different from when Maurice did the same thing. It's no different when Asafa did the same thing. It's no different from when Bo did the same thing. Repeatedly, every year they was on top. But that's because Tyson, same thing. But that's because you only had one of them. We now just saw that we have 3 equal runners. What I mean by equally is on any given day, you would have said, and you saw, if one of y'all slip up, the other 2 gonna get you. And that's what kept happening. Before that, you knew what was gonna happen. You knew, oh shit, Asafa. Oh, Bo. Or Dwayne Chambers. Oh, Dwayne Chambers. You knew it. You did not know not one time last year. So when you don't know that, that means those same athletes gonna roll over to this year. Now, when you get to talking about a Seville and all these people, your time gonna come. It's not here yet. Why? You got three guys, right, who still made mistakes last year. They didn't run mistake free, and we all know that. So they got a chance to clean up stuff. They not gonna get slower. So what you want me to believe is the same 3 that made mistakes gonna clean up their mistakes. And the people who are slower than them gonna work hard enough in one season to surpass them. I'm not going with that. Now, maybe next year, yes. But this year, no, I can see a 3-peat again because there's nobody to challenge them. There's no, and you say Noah. No, Noah will be in the mix. But I'm talking about, y'all talking about challenging them 3. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Okay. The only person.
Wait, yeah, you go answer.
Noah should have ran the 100 last year.
Well, look here. Guess what? Ray should have worked hard on his stuff when he ran, but he didn't. All right. All them shouldas and couldas, don't put that to the debate. All right.
But he may do it this year.
I don't want to hit a maze. I don't want to do none of that. We're going off of what we've already seen. So based off what we're already seeing, who can beat those 3? It's only those 3 that can beat each other. Now, what you can say is we don't know the order, but I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, they're going to fall off from last year. No, they can't. Why? They just showed you 2 years in a row. Olympic year, we coming. Last year, we here. This year, we're set. Next year, then I'll give you that fall apart. But I'm going to give it to him this year.
You think Andre DeGrasse is past his prime? Ray,
here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying. Hold on, you asked me a question. Hold on. You asked me a question. Here's how I'm gonna answer that. I'm gonna answer that the same way I told you about Coleman. You can't have 2 primes.
You think he got his prime already?
Same thing I told you last year. So I'm gonna go with yes because he's already hit.
Have 2 primes?
First of all, if I say what I want to say.
Wait a minute.
My boy. Look, now my boy, but you know, he had 2 different seasons, and even medically, it said why. It was like, well, his sales were still producing. You know what I'm saying? So we can't use that as an example. We're just talking about pure athletes who ain't never been busted for nothing. Up here, down here, now back up there.
Andre didn't really have it down here though. He was sick.
What the hell was this year?
He was sick. Well, he got injured and then he was sick.
He had a down year.
Back. He got a bit of legs back a week later.
He had a down year because of something though. So either way it go, if we just use common sense, if you come down, you got to go back up, right? So if they already at the peak of the mountain, if they already at the peak, Trayvon, but it took him time though. He didn't do it the next year. Like, no, he had to come back.
I understand that, but Trayvon's was more severe.
It was more severe. But at the same time, I'm not saying that
You're very disrespectful.
No, what?
You're very disrespectful.
To who?
You stay disrespecting Andre DeGrasse. I've realized this.
That's my boy. That's my boy. Y'all know that. But I'm just going off what y'all said. If we go off patterns,
I think it's an American thing.
This past year, his pattern wasn't there.
It was 1 year.
I got a question for you. Wait,
it was
Greg,
1 year.
What's your pattern?
Okay, come on with it.
If I told you in 2018 that at the next World Championship, or 2019, if I told you at the next World Championship, Marvin Bracey and Trayvon Vermel are going to be on the 100-meter podium, you would have told me I was crazy. Because
when? Hold on, 2018?
Yeah, whatever year they were injured, whatever year that what was it, 2017? I don't know my years. Whatever years those boys were injured for like 3 seasons. If I told you, because they were 24 at the time, so like of what your sprinting career was. If I told you Trayvon Vermel is going to be the fastest man in the world at some point, Marvin Bracey going to come in 2nd place at the World Championship, you would have told me I was insane.
No, I would have told you. I would have told you eventually, but I wouldn't have told you. I'd have said you're insane because you still had people like you still had gunners running when they was injured. When Marvin Bracey was when he left track and field to go play with the Colts, you still had Tyson Gay running. You still had Safa Powell running. Like when Bromell first year Olympics, come on, like why they are still running now? All of those people from those years when you was hurt, are gone. So what you want me to believe is that they did what they did last year. They're in their quote unquote prime. And somehow, some way, people who didn't do what they did this year are going to find a way to outwork them to get on top of them. Logically, I don't see that shit being possible. Now, if they slow down, yeah, but I don't see them slowing down. So what you're saying is anybody else is going to come out and start running 9.7s. That's what y'all are saying because they're going to come and hit 9.8 again. Okay, well, historically. Okay, well,
a lot of people have run well in their primes. Right, just like they did this year, and still didn't come back to be in the top 3 the following season because it doesn't go like that.
Listen, it don't go that way because think about it again, Hanson. Think about it again, and both of y'all can make a test to this. And I'm gonna call it what it is. It's because ninjas are slow now. That's just what it is. That's why I keep saying, "Oh no, they can repeat." Why? Because ain't nobody fast. Like ain't nobody fast. Just think about when we was running. Everybody on that line was fast. Like any given day, everybody fast, bro. And then the people that's faster, they really fast. We don't have that in the 100-meter or 200-meter right now. We got these people, and then everybody else is they all right. 10-0 don't impress me. All right, it does not. Why? That's 10-0 on the wall 20 years ago. That don't impress me. 9.9 high don't impress me. Now, when I put that into consideration, that's even what they was running. 9.8 last year, 9.9. So the rest of the world is effing slow. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to go with that repeat again.
Okay, but to that point, that's another reason why people can slip into the mix. Like no one's really separated themselves right now. I mean, you could argue that Fred did because he ran a bunch of 9.7s at one point.
Okay, based on Fred, hold on. On that 60-meter, he did say, not really, but Japan just came in the picture. So some cold.
Trayvon was calling people out to come to that New Balance meet.
Yeah,
but he told me people wouldn't show up because they didn't want no smoke. But he called Fred out twice. He said, "Well, I'm trying to get Fred to come." That's what he said. I want Fred to come. It's really not that far, dog. Like, you might as well put on a show for the people. Like, line up. It's indoors. I know. It may not be your forte, but I mean, entertainment is can be anyone's forte.
Oh, Melissa here.
That'd be a hot race, yo.
What's going on, sis? What's going on? Nine. Is she right?
Yo, if you imagine New Balance with Fred, Trayvon, and Marvin alone, that's a solid race.
I need to see Marvin beat him.
You need to see Marvin beat who?
The Marvin Trayvon race I've been waiting for a year and a half. I cannot wait, bro. I am so excited for that race, man.
Okay, man, y'all this then. Flip it. What about the women's side?
Okay, so on the women's side, can you imagine if Shelly ran indoors? What indoors becomes?
Well, no, I'm not talking about indoor. I'm talking about like top dogs. Do you think those top dogs from this year will be able to repeat this year?
For the women? Wait, who? I need a.
Well, on the women's side,
you talking about Shelly Ann,
it's a little bit different.
Sharika. You talking about Shelly Ann, Sharika?
Because they did repeat. They did repeat the sweep.
So if they repeated it, from,
but it wasn't the same order though, right?
No, that's my thing. It wasn't the same order, but that's what I'm saying. I think the guys can do the exact same thing, not the same order, but hell yeah, they can repeat. Why? Because your statistic just got thrown out the window by what you just said. It's been done on the female side.
Because it's done. The women did it. It's a part of history now. Okay. It's not a part of male history. It's not hasn't happened. So if they're gonna do it, they're gonna be trendsetters. But I don't see them doing it. I don't.
I also think you have to take into consideration that the World Championships was in the U.S. Like, people do not like. I think that's a huge thing. Like, home field advantage, like not only having to travel one time.
I'm not gonna. Look, I ain't gonna argue with you on that. No,
that's huge. Like, I saw how bad the U.S. did at the Olympics the year before.
He was right.
That much more different.
Ouch.
Not really.
Ouch.
I mean, it's true. The men's, all of the men, like, they know they didn't perform at their best. I can say it's easy. As a person that's criminally underperformed his entire life, I know what it looks like when you underperform. And that was an underperformance in 2021 at the Olympics.
So they wouldn't have swept in another country, in your opinion?
I don't think so. I think
damn. Yeah. After my first show back, and it just we got the disrespect gun on automatic.
I think
that's very disrespectful.
Like, I'm talking about this isn't just for the men's. I'm talking about for everything. Like, home field advantage.
Yeah, but the Jamaican women swept in Tokyo, so you are kind of talking about the American men.
Yeah.
On the U.S. side, I'm saying the U.S. as a whole would not have done as well if this World Championships wasn't in the U.S. The U.S. got the most amount of medals in the World Championship history.
As a whole, I'll go with you, Colin. I'll go with you as a whole. True.
Like, we wouldn't have done as well. Like,
I totally agree with you. On the sprint side, I disagree, but on the overall side, I'm 100%. I'm 1,000% with you, sir. I'm 1,000% with you on that. I'm not gonna argue that at all.
Yo, since we're talking about the women, I want to bring this up, but I don't want to derail you from what you got going on, Ray. But it was an argument that you and Colin had before about Gabby Thomas and Abby Steiner.
Man, you know how many arguments we don't have? I have no clue what that argument about.
You guys were talking about what would happen if they raced. You were talking about what happened if they raced last season.
Who raced?
Right.
Yeah,
Gabby Thomas and Abby Steiner.
Like, has like a clear, like,
who I had picked?
Like, everything or something.
You picked Gabby, but Gabby got injured.
I picked Gabby or Abby?
You picked Gabby. No,
I picked Gabby?
No. I can't.
He picked Abby.
He picked Abby.
He said that Abby was going to win like every 200, like on the women's side. For the
she damn near did. What you talking about? She damn near did.
But now check this. You know what people aren't bringing up? The only time that Sharika Jackson lost last season was to Gabby.
Oh, here's
she lost
Fred.
to Gabby. She lost to Gabby in Qatar.
Shout out, Fred.
Big up the one named Fred. She lost to Gabby in Qatar, and then Gabby got hurt. So Gabby, I mean, there's levels. Like, Gabby's like, Abby's not winning USA's if Gabby doesn't get hurt. That wouldn't have happened.
Say what now?
Abby Steiner is not winning USA's in the 200 if Gabby Thomas doesn't get hurt. Gabby would have won that. because Gabby started her season out well. She's running well in the 100. She opened the season. She's the only person to beat Sharika last season. I know it's early in the season, but I'm just saying, like, the pedigree is there, and she's already won a medal. She's shown that she can run fast, whether it's in Hayward or not. She goes overseas and runs well. She got injured, but I don't know, man. I feel like Gabby, when she gets back, is going to kind of take over
Forget
that
about how
200.
You know
good
what?
Gabby
I'm pretty certain.
In-
I'm pretty
in
certain.
the
I
USA,
said Abby.
in the USA.
I'm pretty certain I said Abby because I knew Gabby was hurt.
Right.
I feel pretty certain that's why I said that.
Right.
I'm almost positive. Now, if you
But the debate
asking me
came
like,
up, like, if they raced today, if they raced on that day, what would happen? And then,
it's because I knew she
whatever.
was hurt. It's because I knew she was hurt.
right.
But I'm
Right.
tell you like this
But
here.
if they
I'm
clash,
keep 100.
if they
I'm gonna be
clash.
honest with you. If they clash this year,
Yeah.
year, ooh, I guess you gotta watch. I can't even lie. I gotta watch it. I
You
can't
were
even
about
lie.
to say Abby. You were about to say
Listen, I
Abby,
was,
dog.
ooh,
No, that's
I
not.
was so
No,
close.
no,
I was so
no,
close.
no,
I was about
no.
to say Abby.
It's
I
not
swear
gonna
to God, I was
happen.
about to
It's
say
not gonna
Abby.
happen.
But I had to think about it. I was
It's not
like,
happening.
man, but I don't know. Abby fast as hell off that curve. But
Gabby's
Gabby,
gonna get her, yo.
Gabby gonna come back like, boy, like, or don't you be in striking distance. That's why I'm like, I want to say Abby. But if I gotta go healthy, both of them, man, I need to see Lane and Simons. I need to know what they ate. I need to know everything because that's a good
I hope the
matchup.
Pumas got some bounce.
That's a good matchup though.
They better
That's a
get
good
some
matchup.
bounce in those Pumas quick.
That's a good
It's
matchup.
just-
But
yeah, it's gonna
you
be
know
good,
what?
yo.
I would have to give it to Gabby, and here's why. For the same reason why Dina got her medal this year. I'd give it to Gabby for that same reason. You gonna get caught. Because at the end of the day, you might be fast, you might get hit that curve, but you still ain't but 5'1", 5'2". That girl stands at about 5'8", 5'9". If she's healthy, she's going to catch you. So
Abby?
that's why I'm like, no, Gabby.
Gabby,
If
yeah,
Gabby
yeah.
is healthy, she's going to catch you off the curve, no
Right.
matter what. That's why I'm saying, I mean, I got to see everything. Lane and Simons, this and that. Can she hold her off? If Gabby is healthy and Abby is healthy and Abby has lane 7 and Gabby has lane 5,
1.
1, hell no.
If Gabby has, listen.
If she has lane 5, Gabby can still catch her. If 4, 3, 2, she would
Oh,
damn
you
near
said
have
Gabby
to
would
be.
catch her.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
hell
no,
yeah.
I'm tripping.
She would
Okay, I
have
got
to
you. I got
damn
you.
near be in lane 1, 2, or 3. If
Right.
Gabby's in 4, anywhere from 4 up, she can't get away from her now. So I got to give it to Gabby.
gotcha.
Healthy, I got to give it to Gabby. You can't get away from
Got
her.
you.
Unless somebody fix this arm that she got, and she might, outside of that,
Chicken wing.
yeah, they fixed that chicken wing.
I kind
That-
of like it, yo.
I hate that chicken wing. Hate it.
Signature.
Hate it. Okay, but since we talking about this and we ain't got a lot of time,
Yeah.
you know what? This is perfect because all 3 of them are in here. All 3 of the people that the boys y'all disrespected so much.
I
Do
ain't
y'all
disrespect
think-
nobody.
No, yes, you did. You started first. You started first.
Who's it gonna be, guys? Who's staying on the podium, yo?
You started
Who's
first.
it gonna be?
My question is this right here. Will we see the return? I'm going to say it. Can I say it? Well, I want to say it.
Yeah.
Will we see the return of the king? Now,
Why
the
you
reason
calling
why
him
I
the
say,
king, though.
I'm going to tell you why. The reason why I call him the king is for the same reason that we fight for with track and field. He won Olympic Games. The average world only cares about that. Nobody cares about the world champs. So he's still the defending
know
Olympic
what?
champion. He's still the defending Olympic champion. So guess what they're going to say? So now that's why I'm saying, and I'm going to call him what he is. He the king. Why? I got the Olympic champion. I'm who I am. So again, I'm going to use that disrespect. Will we see the return of the king this year? Answer, you got to say yeah because you already done said that them 3 ain't going to make it. So go ahead.
Yeah, but listen, I'm saying that Marcel has to show up because he was irrelevant this season. I just want to see the guy more. Like if you have that title, there's a certain responsibility that comes with sharing that with the world, yo. Like, yeah, he's from Italy, but the fastest man of the world belongs to the world. And that's the gateway for track and field. Like, it's your responsibility to make sure that you're present, relevant, and doing your thing. Now, he wasn't around. I just want to see more of him. And when he's run well. Now, would he have still won this season? It's up for debate. We don't know. Is he gonna be able to come back from this season? Because he seemed to have the most crazy luck this season as far as staying healthy. So can he be healthy? Is this something that we're going to be seeing a lot? Is he fragile? I don't know. But when you have that lull, to come back from a lulled season, it's not always that easy. So is he going to come back? He needs to.
If he's healthy and he's his old self, I have to go with that. If he's healthy, do you think that he returns back to the front of the line where he left off at previous before injury? Because if you think about it, if we go previous before injury, you got to go indoor. He did win indoor over your boy and my boy Marv too. So it's like
he did. He did. What did he run? What's his PR again?
What? 98.
It's 80. 80.
980.
Okay, that's fast.
Yeah,
that's fast. He's knocking on the door of 9.7. Right? But Trayvon and Marvin have already run 9.7 more than once. And then Marvin.
To his defense, they didn't run it when it mattered, which was when he ran 980 to win that medal.
Right. But if we want to take it further, we really don't know how he's going to react in a championship situation.
What do you mean the championship situation? I'm lost. What you mean by that? Because the last two championships he was in, he won both of them.
No, the COVID Olympics doesn't really count. That was an empty stadium. That's not real. That's not really the moment, dog.
Yeah, he thinks you probably think
the fans, the atmosphere, the building coming down to a silence, like building through, like having to deal with the media throughout the build up, and it's he won it, but he didn't really have to win under conditions that all of the world's fastest men in history have had to go through. So,
I'm gonna ask this one question, and I want to get to Colin and get Colin take on it. Anson, you ran track, right?
Right.
And you know what? You had practices, right?
Yeah.
So was there ever a time at practice to where block work got heated enough to where it's like, no, I'm gonna bust y'all ass no matter what?
Yes, there was.
Okay,
but there's also been workouts. There's also. Hold on. Let me elaborate. Let me elaborate. There's also been practices where there's someone blowing everyone out that won't do that when the lights are on.
That's not my point.
The lights are hot.
That's not my point.
That's my point, Ray.
My point is, if you are a legitimate go-getter, I don't need no effing crowd. You gonna get in this street.
It's not proven yet.
What do you mean?
It's not proven yet.
So basically, what you're saying is everybody who was at the Tokyo Olympics who didn't run fast is because they mentally can't. They need a crowd.
No,
they can't get themselves from. That's what you just said. You said what I'm saying is I haven't seen what he won was a COVID victory. So what does that mean for people like Trayvon who didn't even make the finals? What you call them? What do you call that then?
Now what? Okay, let me explain.
Yeah, you got to explain that one to me, sir.
All I'm saying is he hasn't proven himself in the big moment yet.
They didn't either.
Okay, fine. But the thing is, Trayvon's won a world championships already indoors, and also he's won a medal at this last world championships under the lights.
But we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that.
Okay, and then there's other people who've done it. There's, Andre's won multiple medals. He didn't run well at Worlds last year, or, he won the Olympics.
I'm just throwing out the fact that you saying that. I'm just throwing out the fact that you saying that it don't really count because nobody was in the stands. Well, I don't give a damn. Nobody showed up.
I'm saying. It counts. He's got the medal, but he still hasn't really proven himself under the hottest lights. He hasn't.
Put it this way, Anson. You ran track like I ran track. Damn them lights. The hotness is on this line. The pressure is right here. Well,
but I
get what you're saying.
The pressure's higher. It's higher, dog.
I get
it's
what you're saying.
It's a bigger moment.
To certain people, you're correct. You are 100% correct. You're 1,000% correct. If you're one of those athletes, then you would never be a top athlete. Because if the pressure of lights and being in the moment don't get you amped, then you ain't in the right spot at all. Like that, that's not. I
Some
need that,
amped,
or not need is like, man, it's too many people. I still got to perform. No, when it's like it's go time. If you're the top 8 on the line, crowd is the last thing you worried about. So I dismiss that fact that what you talking about, it ain't a real one. No, I gotta give him that.
I haven't seen it.
Brother Colin, what do you think? You think he can be able to come back this year?
Look, like I'm not as high on Lamont as like a lot of people are. Like just historically, I haven't been. Like he's ran really freaking well at the Olympics when it matters. Like that's when you're supposed to run well. That's when you need to run well. He did it. That's it. Like that's it. Look, this is what he did. Let me tell you his top 10 times of his entire career. He ran at the Olympic. They're all from August of 2021. So once again, like when you need to be good, he was good. Like I get it. But he ran a 9.8 once, a 9.84 once, and then 9.94, 9.95, 9.5, 9.3, 10.0, 10.01. So it's like you did great when you needed to that one time. The sample size isn't big enough. Like, I know what I'm going to get from Trayvon Bromell. I know what I'm getting from Marvin Bracey. I know what I'm getting from Fred Curley. They have a large enough sample size. I know exactly what I'm going to get. I don't know enough about Lamont Jacobs. And I mean, one thing that is beneficial for him is that this meet is in Europe and he doesn't have to travel very far. Like, I think that's huge for him when it comes to Worlds, but it's like, I don't know, man. I'm just not as high on him as many other people are.
This is what I think y'all doing. I think y'all being biased and disrespectful, okay? Especially Anson. Anson, number one person being biased and disrespectful. Because I could have sworn we had a series of shows this time last year about Coleman, okay?
Uh-huh.
And what I would say was Coleman been gone for 2 years. He probably had a little injury. Gonna take him a minute to come back. Anson swore up and down. Nope, he ready now. Okay. Here we go again. Here I am. Now I think Lamont will be okay. He had an injury. Now I gotta see more.
Wait. We have to clarify. I didn't say he was gonna win for sure outdoors. I said indoors he's gonna be fine.
And what I kept saying, I said I have to see more. That's the same thing Colin's saying now. Colin's saying I gotta see more. But now here's why I'm debating and why I'm disagreeing with both of y'all. You can't take away somebody's victory because they did it the right way. Meaning, so you mad at me because I ran slow until it was time to make it? Like that's your gripe. Your gripe is when you look at my history, I ran okay. Oh, we had the big one. Give me the medal. You don't like that? That's the first thing, Mr. Colin.
Yeah, personally, I like that.
Second thing, I love that. All right. Now, second thing.
I like that.
Second thing. You saw me win it. And then when y'all kind of discounted me out because the world record holder is back. All the attention is on the world record holder. I don't even run indoor like that. And on this day, I take it again. And now what happens is, let me finish. Forget the technicalities. On paper. I get hurt.
All right, man.
I get hurt. And now because I'm hurt, everything, I just get wrote off? No, you can't do that.
You just did that to Andre.
I didn't do it to Andre. I did it. No. I wrote both of them off because they had already had excellent seasons. He's just now getting started. That's why it's different. He just now won an Olympic medal. Like Colin just said, he ain't got no history. You're right. He ain't got no history. He just won an Olympic medal. He just won an indoor. I can't write you off because you're still writing your story, as Colin just said. They had already wrote their story. So guess what? Yeah, I can almost say you might not be able to come back or whatever, yada, yada, yada. With him, you can't do that because it's still unknown. So because it's unknown, I'm gonna say shit, you still can do it until you come back and show it can't be done. Because the last time you did anything healthy, you won a whole. The last 2 championships you was healthy at, you won both of them. So guess what? I can't write you off yet. Because the only reason why you didn't run good is because you got a serious injury. So now when you come back off this injury, this is going to determine what happens next. If he come back off this injury this year and don't be a factor, he's done forever. That's how I look at it. He's done forever. He can't come back now. He come back and be a factor, I'm be doing the same thing I tell all the time. I told you so. So do I think that we can sum that up? Do I think we can get a 3-peat? Yes. Do I think Lamont will be in the mix to try the hardest to mess it up? Yes. But I do think that this past year, that injury is what's going to affect him from breaking up that 3-peat. But he will be the closest to them. I'm not going to write him out like that.
He's going to run 9.9.
Shit, I'm giving him faster than 9.9. I'm going to give him 9.8.
9.8?
I'm going to give him 9.8 this year.
So he'll run 9.8 and still not come in the top 3.
Because they're going to go 9.7s.
Bro,
all 3 of them are going to go 9.7.
They're going 9.7.
What's Andre going to run?
Andre can get on back down to that 9.8. He can get back down.
But not in the top 3.
Not in top 3.
Like,
unfortunately, no.
Look at this. I'm still.
Andre's run 9.7 a couple times.
Yeah, he's already ran it, right? A couple times, right? Remember that? I just talked about. So those 2 different seasons that we talked about.
Very disrespectful to people outside of the borders of your country. Very disrespectful.
Lamont ain't American.
You basically set ourselves and be on a gatekeeper for all the medalists. That's what you just said. He's not a medalist no more. He's basically just gonna be there watching those guys get medals.
Keeping everybody else
out. That's what you just said.
I can see that. Yeah, I would go with them 3 and then Marcel at 4th. I go with them 3, Marcel at 4th.
I'm more like.
Go ahead, Colin.
Like, to be honest, I think that the person that has the better chance of breaking it up, once again, is Noah Lyles. Like, because Noah Lyles.
You know, I gotta be honest, Noah's scary, man. He's scary.
Let me tell you why.
Go ahead. I want to hear why.
So Noah Lyles has ran 9.8 3 times, right? He's done it 3 times. And when he did it, he was 22 years old, and now he's 25. You know what he was when he ran 9.8? You know what his 200-meter personal best was?
Mm-hmm.
His 200-meter personal best was 19.65. That's when he ran it. 19.65 is his personal best when he ran a 9.8. He now runs a 19.31, and now. This is a man who said live on TV multiple times that he wants to do the double. And he told us he wanted to break this American record just before. Guess what he did? He broke the American record. This guy's confidence is the highest in anyone in track and field. Like, he's gonna, I guarantee you he focuses a lot more on this 100.
Okay, give me this, because you gave me some stats. What was it? What was the first year when he ran the 100-meter dash fast?
2018.
No. What year was it?
Yo, these comments are killing me right now.
Yeah, I see the comment. Trayvon don't believe.
2018.
Yeah, 2018.
What year is this?
2018. What happened? What happened 2018?
And then he ran it in 2019 as well.
Okay, so what year is this?
It's 2022.
How many years ago was that?
What,
4 years ago? How old is he?
It's gonna be 5
25.
years.
5 years, right? How old is he? Okay.
25.
Okay. Just do me one favor if you can, Colin. Just one favor if you can. If you can't pull it up quick, it's okay. I need to know how old Wallace Spearman was in 2005.
Wallace Spearman?
2005. Tell me how old Wallace Spearman was. It was pretty much.
I think it would have been 23 or 22.
What? Say it again.
23 or 22.
Interesting. Okay, because in 2005 he won world champs, right? In 200, right? Correct.
2005?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, he didn't?
No.
I'm sorry. He medaled, right?
He medaled.
He medaled
Yeah,
in
he
2005.
medaled.
Yeah, I was there.
Medaled,
He
yeah.
medaled. Okay, so 27-year-old Wallace Spearman, what did he do? I love my boy Wally, but I'm just getting my point. 27-year-old Wallace Spearman, what did he do?
Did he make the team?
27-year-old Wallace Spearman, what did he do?
In 2009, I can't remember. Yeah.
Exactly.
2009.
Mhm.
He ran in 1985
Okay.
and 1018.
Okay. Ooh, 1018. Wow. Okay. Now, when did Wallace run 9.8?
He never did. His personal best is 996. He never ran 10.98.
Yeah, Watson ran
2007, he
9.8,
ran
dog.
996. He never ran a 9.8.
Whatever. They must have made that must have been what's his win date at 9.8 then?
Let me take a look at his results.
Take a look at the win date then.
2005. 100. Maybe it's 2007. I guess probably 2007, right?
But so Wallace never ran 9.8?
Never. I'm not seeing a 9.8.
Wasn't bad. I'll say this.
Okay.
I'll say this.
Right?
Okay. So here's the point I'm trying to make to y'all. That age shit goes out the window when you first run fast. I don't know if y'all keep missing that. That age shit goes out the window the minute you go sub 10, sub 20. That age is over with now because your track age starts. By that logic that y'all are using at his age, if you compare him to like 30 31, so you're basically saying that for the next 7 to 10 years he's going to get faster or still run this fast. It's not going to happen. The body don't operate that way unless you drugging. I'm calling what it is. It don't operate that way. So the notion that he can go and now beat those three is again asking the same thing. You're asking his body to revert backwards. It's not going to be able to do that.
I got a question for you. Then.
I got to
How
answer.
old was Trayvon Bromell in 2015? Or 2014? Let's start there. 2014. How old was he?
He was a freshman in college.
Yes.
He's like 18 years
19
old.
years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's when he ran sub 10 for the first time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And now he came in and ran a.
You can't now. I'm gonna stop your argument right here, and Trayvon can back this up. You can't compare that because Trayvon was able to do that off of proper mechanics. He didn't do it off of just running fast. What Noah does is run fast. You're tearing up muscle fibers. Two totally different running styles. Trayvon should have ran that fast according to biomechanics, which is what he was doing even back then.
Noah can't run that fast. His biomechanics are that god awful. He's running 19.31 bad mechanics.
Because that's speed. That's what we're saying is that's Lance Brahman. That's what we're saying. We're saying that's Lance Brahman. You're gonna do that. You're gonna run fast. Lance Brahman is not a 100-meter technician or coach. Now, if you were to tell me Noah gonna convert to another coach and go straight track and field, straight 100, I'd give you that. But what you're asking me to believe is that his foot speed is gonna outrun biomechanics, and it's not. It's just not gonna do it. It's not. It's not. It's not.
The argument makes no damn sense, and you know it makes no damn sense because you're telling me this is what you're telling me. On one hand, you're saying the second that you run fast, your clock starts. And that's when your real age begins. And so
that's when your real track age begins.
Of a guy that ran faster, younger, and all of a sudden
listen, Colin. Listen. Hold on. I gotta call. Hold on. Because I know one thing for certain, two things for sure. Everybody believes the white man. Hold on 1 second, because he can break it down to you a little better. Hold on. Non-general water. We need you. Come to real fast. Okay? Because the white man can break it down better so y'all can understand. Because apparently when I break it down, because I don't know, because I'm black, I look cool all the time. Y'all don't get when I break it down. Because what I'm trying to tell you is, if I'm doing anything in life, any sport with proper mechanics, guess what I'm doing? I'm preserving my body, right? Because it's being utilized the way it's supposed to be utilized. But now if I'm doing anything that's not proper to my body, I'm tearing up my entire body now. Okay.
I totally get that. I see your point as far as that's concerned.
Get up on the camera, okay?
I just don't think that Noah's technique is that bad.
Get up on the camera, You can't hear me, but I'm telling you what's going on.
Oh yeah.
This is what we talking
All
about,
right,
right?
go ahead.
Just answer this for me, because you're a master trainer, right? You what you do, okay? Which body will preserve itself longer? Body A, who has no technique, but can move it really, really fast. Hold on. Body A, who has minimal technique and utilizes his body more.
Minimum?
Or body B. Can I finish asking the question?
That is very disrespectful.
Okay, watch this. I ask it this way then. Person 1, person A can run really fast. Okay. But person B runs faster. Okay. Person B runs off a straight front side biomechanics. Okay. Whose body is going to last longer?
Person B. Person A's just destroying
Dog,
themselves.
the way you broke it down, person B sounds like it's unbeatable, dog.
Yeah, you're right. Person B is unbeatable because it's called mechanics.
It's called
Lyles
mechanics.
No, I'm saying Noah Lyles mechanics cannot compare to a Trayvon Bromell's. So Trayvon Bromell's body is going to sustain longer because he's not tearing it up because he's running properly. That's what I'm saying. Noah Lyles is tearing his body apart because he's not running properly. So we're talking about the age.
They're both still young. No,
you're talking about that birth certificate age. I'm talking about that cellular body age of shit you tearing up. I'm talking about that, not the age. I'm talking what's in here. That.
Well,
Trayvon
he hasn't touched 9-7 yet. He hasn't touched 9-7 yet, dog.
Who hasn't touched 9? Thank you,
Noah.
everyone. We need that. What do you mean?
Noah hasn't touched 9-7 yet, so Noah hasn't gotten to that realm where it's his
and
his
he
clock,
can't get to that realm.
Really
you know why he can't get to that realm? Go look at everybody who ran 9-7. They all look the damn same.
Okay.
They all look the same.
I'll say this.
All their mechanics look the same. Every 9-7.
I think Noah Lyles.
Christian Cole mechanics. You talking about Christian Cole mechanics versus the Trayvon mechanics? Christian Coleman got bad mechanics.
Yeah, his mechanics are pretty bad.
From 0 to 60, he got bad mechanics.
You're telling me no? You said the same.
I think from 0 to 30, he has great technique.
Okay, I'm gonna say it like this right here. If you're gonna run 9-7, the only way you're gonna do it, if you look at Maurice Green, if you look at Asafa Powell, you look at Usain Bolt, you look at Tyson Gay is an exception. You look at everybody else. Their start mechanics are the same. You're asking a human body. Hold on. You're asking a human body, not a person, not a runner. You're asking the human body to cover 100 meters in less than 10 seconds. Somewhere you got to shave off a whole lot of time. Speed is not going to do that. You have to apply physics now. You got to cover ground. Yeah. Noah ain't doing that. In order to beat them, he got to first do that. And now the reason why I say it can't because he done ran fast already, but he didn't run fast easily. That's the difference. How easy did you run that 19.3 or 19.4? How easy was it? If it's mechanically sound, it's easy. If it's not mechanically sound, you're tearing your body apart. That's why he rigged at USA's. Bolt didn't rig in 1919. Shit. Mechanics. He didn't get 20 minutes out and start doing this. Mechanics. So that's what I'm telling y'all. Noah can run a great 100, but to say that he can jump up past them three is asinine ludicrous. I told y'all that same shit last year.
You're saying he can't PR in the 100 anymore?
What's his PR?
84. No, 85.
No, he can still
84?
PR. I can give him 83.
84.
I can give him a PR. I can give him a PR. But that damn PR ain't gonna put him in the mix with the other ones we talking about. Shit, Lamont is the slowest and he had 980.
Look it. I don't know. I'm not saying he's gonna come and win USA's 100, but I'll say this. Those guys are aware of him.
You said he would be the one that can break it up.
I'm saying he's scary. He's scary. I think he's scary. I
would say it's Halloween. He could be scary. He can definitely be scary.
I think they're very aware of him too.
If we talking about America breaking up a suite, if we talking about any American to break it up, I'm not calling Colin. I've got somebody else I'm sorry, Colin. My bad, brother. I'm not calling Noah. I got somebody else that I would say that would do it, but it ain't Noah.
Then what person
who is it?
Tweet that isn't Noah Lyles from the U.S.
That has the potential. They have the potential to do it.
Christian.
Like, he doesn't believe in Christian. You see, that's where you messed up. Ray doesn't believe in him anymore. He threw him out the water. Ray don't care.
Christian's gonna be a factor.
It ain't even Christian. It ain't even Christian. Now I'm gonna tell y'all who it is. All right, and it ain't Michael. I'm gonna tell y'all who it is. I see it in it.
Ronnie Baker. Ain't it?
No, it ain't running. It ain't running either. I can't even call his name out because I forgot his name. But he on our relay. What was the other kid? The fourth one?
Elijah Hall.
Okay.
Elijah Hall's the only one. Hall's the only one who has the potential to break up that 3.
Okay, to that point, I've seen Elijah through the years, and I've always wondered if he can get through that 60, what would happen? Because he maintains very, very well, and he's strong.
He's strong as an ox.
He seems to have the right attitude. I've spoken to him a couple times and overheard him in certain conversations. But he got something. He
would be the only one.
He was my dark horse. He was my dark horse this past season. He didn't get in the mix, but he was a dark horse. I've had my radar on him for a while.
I just came to him now. Yeah, he just broke 10. That's why I'm saying he would be the one because he has the potential to get better. He can get better. I'm not saying Noah can't get better, but the better that we're talking about is substantially. Elijah Hall is the closest. He is without a shadow of a doubt the closest to being able to break up anything. It's not Noah. Noah. I love my boy Noah.
He's in America, closest, but I see what you're saying. He's not. It's Christian and then Noah. They're the closest. But I see what you're saying. But Noah, you know what? I don't know if doubling is going to be a thing anymore. I don't think guys.
I think
there's not many successful doublers anymore.
He said he don't
double.
They both said Fred and Noah both said they're going to double in the 1 and the 2 this year. That's what they both said. I got the tweet. It's on my Instagram.
Well, one's going to suffer.
Yeah, both of them obviously can't do it. So.
Oh no, that's not what I mean. I mean, very disrespectful. Once again, what I'm saying is one of the events is going to suffer.
Oh,
one of the events. You were saying that one of them is definitely not going to be able to pull it off.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is, what? Because look at if Noah didn't only focus on the deuce this year, he's not running 1931. He might have ran 19.4 or maybe 19.5. He's not running 31. If you ran 3 rounds of the 100, wouldn't happen.
Yeah,
he's a very special athlete to do that at this stage. Very special. There's a guy. What's his name? He does it pretty well.
Who? What? 200?
Light skinned cat from Canada.
This.
What's his name? What's the dude's name, yo?
I can't stand Anson.
Whoever he is, yo, he's doing his thing in both. It's not easy. Not easy. Most people want to specialize.
Yeah, me.
Got to specialize in one. And you know what? You know what I want to see? I want to see Andre only do the deuce and Noah only do the deuce. And let's see what happens.
Noah wins.
See what happens.
No. I see, I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to get out my chest real fast. I love Noah. I know it seems like I don't, but I have to do my job. Like they say, I got to do my job. I'm only looking at statistically and stuff like that. No. If they both are fresh, they both are healthy, I don't give it to Noah.
Are we talking about
give it
this year?
In the 200.
Yeah, like this upcoming year, if they both only did the 200, you think that Andre DeGrasse is going to beat Noah Lyles?
Yes.
If he was healthy?
If he's healthy, yes.
Yeah.
If he's healthy, yes.
He's healthy, yeah.
Now, the only reason.
So then you're telling me either Noah's getting slower or Andre DeGrasse is going to be insanely crazy fast.
No, the question is, so you think Noah going to repeat?
Noah dropped 3
You think Noah going to repeat 19.3 again?
I think he will this year, and I don't think he'll be at the championship.
But his cluster is 19.5, 19.6. That's his cluster. His cluster though is 19.6. He's a 19.6 runner.
Which means it's going to drop again. Yeah, no. What was what's his name? What was Usain Bolt before he dropped his 1919? It was clustered
32.
around that 19.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about? You know?
Well, what we're
Which-
doing
well,
is
I'ma tell you-
what we're
I'ma
talking
tell you-
about is we're
I'll tell you what I'm
comparing
talking
Noah Lyles to Usain Bolt, apparently.
Yeah, and
know what
when
we're doing?
Bolt ran 19.5 and 4 and 3, he jogged. And you knew
Wait, call
he
it.
went
So,
running.
I hate
And you
people
knew
for
he.
Call it. Is this
You
what we're
knew his
doing?
cluster could have been. Anson, just let it go.
Have you seen? There's actually been a lot of different there've been some. I gotta find where it was. There have been studies where people are like, oh, people are jogging to the finish line, and it actually doesn't. It's not actually changing much of your finishing speed going through the line, because you're more relaxed, and so many people aren't actually slowing down as much as people think. I gotta find that article because it was interesting that people don't actually slow down as much as people think when they're at the end of those races. Gotta find it. It was a good one.
Well, not slow down.
Well-
Not slow down. I'm saying jogging. Like I can strongly remember Luzerne 2009 when Bolt jogged 19.5 in the rain, and you was like, he can go 19.3 whenever he feel like it. You know that's his cluster because he ain't running hard. Now, if we take like Noah's 19.5, 19.6 from Monaco, those were still all out races. His body just didn't go 19.3. Bolt's cluster 19.3. That's why he went 19.1 and jogged 19.5. Now with Noah, I 100% believe Noah can come back next year and go 19.6, 19.7. I also know Noah just went 19.3. That's on his body. It's on his legs. Andre DeGrasse, if we're strictly talking about he's only going to run the 200, he's going to destroy Noah. And here's why. Noah's going to race. If he focuses solely on 200, guess what he's going to do? He's still going to race. Guess what DeGrasse ain't going to do? I'll see you at the championship. That's all that matters. So if they solely focusing on 200, he won't beat him. Why? DeGrasse already showcased that. If I'm focusing and I'm working for my championship, you can't beat me. You got to put everything in the pot. You got to throw everything in the pot. Noah gonna run. He American. By the time they actually would meet up, you finna get it.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Well, that's why it's called
Like
the debate show, Colin. We're supposed to
I
agree.
like your thinking. I like your thinking, Ray.
It's like I don't even.
No,
like,
Ray, I
it's
don't
like-
want to. Ray, I don't want to debate you at all on that. I don't want to debate you at all on that. Amazing point. Amazing
Okay.
point, Ray. I like that one. I like
Sorry.
that one.
It's only because he's
Good job.
Canadian. It's only because he can.
Good job, man.
Yes, man.
All right, y'all. We're finna get ready to wrap this thing up, but I do got one more question to ask y'all, and then I want to give these people like a good 10 minutes of. Oh yeah, y'all ain't gonna give it 10 minutes of Q&A. So y'all, first of all, don't forget to like and subscribe. Second of all, that super chat is now active. So if you want your question answered for sure, better use that super chat. Now, outside of that, before we get to that, fellas, who's your hopeful for this season? Give me one man and one woman. Who's your hopeful?
There's someone that was not on my.
Was not good. Yep. Wasn't on the team, wasn't good. But you think this year this could be that year. Who is it?
Oh, Trayvon, I'll tell you what this drink is afterwards. Oh, sorry. Oh,
You want to
that
go?
was very rude.
Who's your hopefuls, Anson?
No, Trayvon was asking about my drink. That's why I responded to it. But no, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. The question is, who's your hopefuls? One man, one woman. Who you think gonna be a standout this year that didn't do too hot last year?
So, I'm thinking, like y'all know, I'm big on the college athletes. I like NCAA track a lot better, so I'm gonna go with someone from there. And it's like, I don't want to say that this isn't a hopeful because they had a good season. They just got like injured at literally the worst time. I really like Devonta Burnett, USC guy.
That's a good one.
He if he was healthy, competing for Jamaica, I think he takes one of those spots. Like he ran sub 10 like last year, and he runs crisp. He runs really crisp. Like I like his form. He's relaxed. Like he's good. I think he's probably, if I'm thinking somebody's gonna do something pretty good this year, I wouldn't be surprised if he drops like a 9-8 high this year. That would be something I'd be looking out for him.
He'll be good.
What about the women?
On the women's side, someone that like wasn't great, you could say.
Well, you ain't gotta say not great, but you know, didn't get a medal. You know,
Yeah, I know
stuff
what you
like
mean.
that. Yeah.
But I'm saying great. Like,
Yeah.
look, there's level. Like, you know, not everyone.
Not as low as G League. Not as low as G League.
Yeah, like these are
The
people
step
that these are people
Yeah.
that were in the All-Star team, but they weren't a
Yeah.
Right.
first team All NBA. It's like you just
Yeah.
weren't great as someone else. On the women's side, you want Answer? Why don't you go for the men? Let me think.
All right. So on the men's side, I'm looking to see some big things from let's see Tobogo. I think he's gonna be a factor. And I like race antics, and what he did when he set the World Junior record.
Yeah, the point.
That was a memorable. I didn't care what the clock said, even though it was fast. But I didn't give a shit. Like I like that. He has that in him, and got a good style of running. I don't know. I think it would be cool to see him get in the mix. I think potential's there.
For the men, for me.
Now,
Oh, go ahead. I thought you were done. Go ahead.
oh no, do men because I was about to go on the women's side. So go ahead.
For me on the men, now the person I'm about to say, they didn't have a bad season. I just think that this season they're about to have is going to be an amazing season, and that's trade for me. That's trade. That's trade for me. Like
Trayvon?
Trey Cunningham, the hurdler.
Oh, okay.
The reason why, again, he didn't have a bad season, but when you look at his entire season, the entire season, bro, you had to have been tired. Like you had to have been tired. So now with you having that off your legs, I'm expecting him to come out and damn near. I'm expecting him to come out and jump on top of the four. I'm expecting him to be number one hurdler this year. I think this is come out year. I'm expecting him to be number one hurdler on the men's side. That's my come out person for the men. I think it's gonna be Trey Cunningham. I think everybody Tobogo gonna be all right, but again, you're gonna have to go get a medal to, you know what I'm saying, for you to be really in the mix. If we're talking about somebody who's gonna come out and really like, okay, I'm taking over now, I gotta go with Trey.
He's beating Grant?
Yeah, I just told y'all. That was the question with the come out. I gotta go with
You're
Trey.
always disrespecting Grant, though.
I'm always disrespecting everybody. Let y'all tell it.
Not surprised. Not surprised.
First of all, I've never disrespected Grant. I may have said he was gonna lose to Parchment, which, damn it, that's possible. That's very possible.
Defined within this realm as disrespect, I would say.
But for now, that's what I'm going with. I'm going with Trey. That's my come out person. Women, who y'all got?
I think you guys know my women's one.
I don't. That's what I'm curious to know.
You do. Trust me, you do.
Who?
Oh, it's Sha'Carri.
It rhymes with Barry.
Oh my God.
It's Sha'Carri. I knew it was Sha'Carri. You couldn't tell me nothing. I knew it was. I could smell it from London.
Look it.
Smell it from London.
Yo, beans for breakfast having that.
Look it. In the chat, they were saying it. They're like, hey, just don't say it. Don't say it. Look, man. If we're talking about,
Sha'Carri every year, she going to do the same thing this year. Next year it's going to be like, I got
no. I think that we're gonna see her. We're gonna see her this year. We're gonna see her.
Ray
I'll
bet
leave
me
it at that.
$5 that she's not even racing this season.
Yeah, I did. I
got
did.
the receipts.
I did bet that. I did bet him that. I did bet that.
Giving away money for nothing, yo.
Answer, I don't think that's the right pick to make because, technically, she would not be a come out because she's been out.
No, well, okay. Now, when I say come out, like really,
Well, that ain't a question.
we haven't seen her at a championships yet. We haven't seen her at a championships yet.
But she ain't up and coming. She's already been here.
No, this is if you haven't been on an international team yet, this is coming out.
Okay, watch this
Coming
then.
out.
Watch this then. No. Hey,
No,
Colin, what's your
look
pick?
It's up for grabs right now in the U.S. women's sprints. Yo, so it's what?
Well, I wasn't saying, I wasn't saying sprints. I was just saying any I don't heptathlon, 800, whoever. I was just saying period. That's why Trey was mine for the guys.
Yeah. I really like Cambria Sturgis. I think she's gonna have a breakout year. I think just being a rookie is tough. I think being a first year pro is difficult. She had a pretty good season. She still ran 1087. Just wasn't as consistent as she probably would have liked to be. And I think having that knowledge from this previous year is going to help her because she's got speed. Like she's real quick. I like Sturgis. I like Sturgis a lot.
Okay. For me, it was actually it was an error. It was an error. I'm gonna have to go ahead and go with it, and I'm leaning closer towards. See, it was a race between two of them. A race. For me, it was between Abby and Melissa Jefferson.
You can't have Abby. No.
Can
Abby?
Can I finish? Can I finish? Hold on. Time out. I picked Trey, and Trey got a medal. So, and the reason why I picked them because last year,
you can't pick any of them.
How come I can't? No, first of all,
I was allowing it.
Y'all can't pick nobody that y'all just picked because I'm picking off of rookies. Off of last year, the first year you came out. Y'all going and picking on last year. That would be considered your rookie year. So who's gonna have a better come out? I'm picking rookies.
I don't think she carries a vet.
So then I'm changing what I'm talking about.
Okay, we'll change it up then.
If I'm picking rookies, it's going to be Anna Hall.
I was wondering why the hell you didn't say Anna. I just knew you was going to say Anna. I was like, this fool didn't say Anna.
I thought you were talking about people that didn't make the team. That's why.
I should have made it a little better. I'm talking about rookies off of everybody who came out last year.
Who's going to be the best rookie? Okay, that's different. I can say something.
Well, they wouldn't be a rookie no more. They'll be a sophomore or whatever. So we'll go with that. Of the people who came out last year, who's going to have the better season this year? And coming.
Anna Hall. She's going to break the American record in the heptathlon. Oh yeah.
I figured you was going to pick her, to be honest with you. And now the only reason why I didn't pick Anna, because that was my other way. I told you I had a lot of them in the pot. I picked Melissa Jefferson for one reason only. Based on the same thing that Anson was saying about Tobogo. I like her character. I like when the lights are on, she can show up. She did it in college at indoor. She did it at USA's. Nobody had her picked to win USA's. And nobody had the USA women picked to win that 4x1. And she took control and popped it off the right way. So I look at that like, okay, well, now you got a contract. A nice contract. You don't have to worry about doing college, none of that stuff. That's why I picked them two, because them two to me showed like I'm already here. So if you can get this school off my back, y'all in trouble. Anna Hall is the same way. I agree with you. That would be like I'd say third pick. Abby Steiner got bumped down for me because she had a damn good year, but I don't think it's going to be able to go any better than that. That's just my personal opinion. So that's why I got Melissa Jefferson, Trey.
Hey. I'm staying with Asile on the men's side.
All right, on the women's side, who you got then?
I'll go Tara Davis. I think
Not a bad.
I think she's due, talent wise, and you know what? I like. You can tell I always go with characters, yo, and she's someone I would like to see in the spotlight. I think it would be good for the sport. I think it's just a matter of time. And I see the talent. I don't know what was going on with her last year. She didn't really compete. Went to USA's and messed up. Who knows? But she's still young. But I see something. And yeah, I'd like to see that.
All right, y'all. we gotta go trick or treating. So we finna give y'all this good old fashioned Q&A and comments. Whatever y'all want to ask, talk about. Y'all know how we do this. My clock says 7:26 Central Standard Time. At 7:45, we are out of here. Go.
Respect. Oh, big up the one named Real Talk.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Oh, shout out to Real Talk. We gotta get her on. We gotta get her on these shows with us, y'all. We can't just keep doing this
I like
without her
that,
on the
yeah.
show. Yeah, we got. Can you please come on a show with us, please, on one of these Mondays? We know you a superstar, celebrity recorder and all that stuff. Can you come down
She's
just for a
uppity.
little
She's
bit?
uppity now.
Oh,
That's
what? No,
uppity.
she ain't up in it. She's still down here. But when I tell you, look here, she don't talk to A number. See how I get like some B-list athletes and some C-list, 1 or 2 A-list athletes. She don't get none but A-list athletes. That's it. She like the Oprah Winfrey of what we do. So, like Ellen, like, now, if you don't have a medal, you're not coming to my show. Hey, I love that though. I love that. I love that. So can we please have you on the show? Hey, we're gonna have to bring you on when Coach on here, so all 5 of us can get on here. All right, y'all, let's get it. Q&A.
Q&A.
What Canada?
Someone asked about athlete of the year.
Oh, that's a good question.
Athlete of the year from last year.
I also hate that they choose athlete of the years like in December. Like, why don't you pick it at the end of the season? Like, I don't know. The season ended a couple months ago. It would have been more relevant if this happened in September.
Yeah, like what
Yeah,
is this right now?
Would care more too. Would care more too.
Yeah.
If it
Yeah,
happened at
who
the end
cares
of it.
right now? And
Yeah.
are they making it exciting? Like this should be a thing. It's not a thing.
Yeah, it's like the
Yeah.
MVP
Bars.
award. Whatever,
Bars.
it should be a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't. I've never really. It's hard
I
when
haven't really
track season's
cared.
over with. Yeah, it's hard. If you do anything after track season's over with in off season, it's hard to get attention. It just is. Just call it what it is. Call it what it is. Dude, I like this one. Dude, super spikes in sprinting really help. Yes.
Here.
Yo, did you guys see the Trayvon interview? Because he went in on that. He went in.
No, who did
He
you
went in.
interview with him?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
one
he
that
went in.
Anson did.
I unfortunately didn't watch it yet. No.
Okay, check it out if you get a chance. He spent a good 3 minutes going off about that, which I think there's a lot of athletes who have issue with it. Personally, I like to know that it's natural ability. I hate just knowing that it's doing more. It kind of takes away from what I'm seeing. When a lot of these athletes that are wearing them are probably very talented. They
Mhm.
probably still run fast without them. And there's only the spikes they've been given.
I have a
What are they
problem with
supposed
it
to do
for
about
that
it?
same reason. I have a problem with it because everybody can't. Because if I'm signed to Adidas and Nike got these boing boing spikes and I know they work, I'm mad as hell. Like, I'm mad. Like, I'm literally mad. I'm like, oh, no, hell no. Y'all can take this shit off. Nope. No. I'm not a
The
fan of them.
boing boings.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of them. I tell you right now, I ain't a fan of them at all. Now, if I was running, I'd be a fan of them because I ran with Nike. But on this side of the table, I ain't a fan of them.
Yeah.
What I'd say is like, so for the regular person, like, I don't get like this. You're talking about super spikes in the context of these pro elite athletes. Because like, it's too faster if you're a pro elite athlete. Here's a note. If you run a 10.5 in the 100 meters, you are not going to run a 10 flat with these super spike shoes.
No, you're not.
This isn't gonna. If you're fast, you become a little faster. If you're slow, you do not become fast. You just go from slow to a
Okay.
little less.
Okay.
To a little less
Okay.
slow.
So do not drop $300 on some super spikes unless you are trying to make some teams, because it's not worth the money. So for all y'all
Okay.
watching, that is something you need to know.
Okay, but to that point, with the professionals,
Yeah,
when
no,
they use them, right? If you add an inch on a stride over 100 meters, right?
That inch is
On
added
average,
up 42
on average,
times.
for 40, between 43 to 48 strides for the men. For the women, between 48 strides to about 53, around there. Multiply that by that inch, you're coming up with some extra feet by the end of the race.
That part.
Now, it's a factor. Now, is it the athlete's issue? No, it's not. These are the shoes, so I'm taking them. Cool. Cry me a river. But I got these.
I don't think
But-
Marvin like y'all talking about his spikes.
Well, I'd say, look,
Why would
I'm
he?
not-
But if I was Marvin, I'd be like, yo, shit, fuck y'all, I don't care. These are my shoes.
I don't think he like
That's what
y'all
it
talking
is.
about his spikes right now.
I don't care because fast times have been ran with them and fast times are ran without them this year. Like
Mhm.
Trayvon Brumell ran really fast this year. Marvin Bracey ran really fast this year. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what
Oh,
he was right on
Trayvon,
top.
did Trayvon just say
Trayvon
that?
said,
I
Trayvon
bet
said,
He
I
said
bet.
it.
No, he said, I bet more won't race in my spikes.
So it's like, I don't know. You can run fast with or without them.
Oh, he said it.
Hey,
Goddamn
well,
people racing them dress boy.
All right, next question. We got it. Next question. Let me see what pop up next. Let me see what pop up. Let me see.
Marvin's a clown.
Damn,
Yeah.
oh man, I won't.
Oh, yo, so who's that Fireheart? That says think Shelly can PB again. Yeah, I was right. This year I was right too. She had an amazing season, but I was still right. She in PR. She ain't gonna PR next year.
She ain't gonna PR next year?
Nah.
I
But
don't
this is
know
I want
what
for Shelly. I think she
I
deserves
don't know what,
to end her career on a high note.
Dolphin reacts. I don't know what JP's question was, but that's why I said you can spend 50 cents on that super chat and then I can't help but to see your question. But anyway,
Let me go back.
Nice.
who would
Nice.
have the best training group next year? Or the
I
Ooh,
wish
that's a good one.
runners cared more, but like distance runners have whole teams, like the Bowerman Track Club, like they got like all this stuff. I wish that sprinters had that was a bigger thing. Like,
JP, no. But keep going.
But sorry, you can go. That was just my little soapbox. Or who you
Really, Ray?
What?
You say no to that?
No, JP. Yeah.
JP's comment? I don't know, man.
You got a
That could be the future track and field, yo.
16.
Like Giannis, can you train?
You get a 6'10" athlete with some awareness and the right nervous system.
Now,
and
hold
some
on now.
coordination.
Now, the 200. Nah, I still got to go ahead. No, 16 is too tall. That's a little.
For the four?
No. I'm talking about.
10
No, I'm
less
looking at
pounds.
I'm looking at the 200.
JP says the 400.
He said
No,
the
he
400
said-
meter world record.
Can
This is
you
400.
train him to break Bolt's records, bro? He didn't run no
Bolt
400.
records and win
Bolt's.
Wade Van Niekerk
Yeah,
400.
Bolt's. Usain Bolt's
Okay.
record.
But then it says
Yeah.
Wade Van Niekerk's
Yeah.
400 record.
400. Yeah, that's more realistic. Yeah. Two
The
in that.
400, I see
The
it.
2 and the 1. Nah, not the 2 and the 1.
It'd be tough. It'd be
Yeah.
tough, but
It'd be tough.
they could time it up and they can stay healthy, dog.
Okay, somebody just asked a question that we forgot about. You know what is a pure sprinter? Because y'all know I started that controversy. That's a whole nother show, gentlemen. We're gonna leave that one, sir. That topic
Yeah,
We
alone.
gotta do the technical
Oh,
show.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not-
Yeah, that's a whole nother show. When we get on, when the 4 of us get on here another time, we'll talk about that. That's just too much
Oh, we
to
forgot
answer
about
in
that.
one. Yeah, we forgot about that. But that's too much
Yeah.
to answer in one. That's a show by itself. But good
Yeah,
question,
yeah,
sir.
Yeah.
Good question.
Yeah. Yeah.
If she ain't, if she ain't healthy, what? I can't bet on the lane. It's not Olympic here. Oh wow, that's disrespectful as hell. That's very disrespectful. That's damn. Ouch.
Hey,
You talking about my sis like
Elaine.
that? Shoot.
I'm interested to see how Elaine's season goes. That's it's a question mark.
Can Sharika win the double?
Question mark.
And, like, I don't see any reason why she can't. But
She has a better chance this year than last year.
Yeah, he'll be back.
She's catching Shelly.
My
getting a
answer
bit
is
older
yes. My answer is
This
definitely
year is
yes.
This year's a good opportunity.
If there was any year that she could do it, it would be this year. She could double. Because when you think about it, you got two sets of sprinters right now. You got the super elite, they're a little older, which is Elaine and Shelly Ann. And then you got the Melissa Jefferson and all them that's coming up. She's like dead smack. She's like J. Cole. You know how J. Cole will be like, you know what I'm saying? That's her. So that's why I'm like, it's very possible because she could beat everybody in the 100 outside of them two if they have a bad season or a good season. And she could go back and destroy the 200 again. I see that being very, very, very likely that I would not be surprised at all if she did it. It would not surprise me, not one bit. I would not be surprised. In reality, I'm almost thinking that shit she probably should. And the more we think about it, like, this, you probably should win both this year. But that's another topic, another show too.
Is Sydney going to win the 4?
It depends on what Mboma going to do.
What do you say?
Mboma can't run the 4.
Mboma's not allowed to run the 4.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yep, that's right. Because she did run the 4 and come out. Yep, she can't go back. That's right.
Shanae, though. Shanae Miller-Weibo
She's doing the
said she was only going to focus on the deuce.
Yeah.
But,
so in that case, yeah. So I guess the real question is, could she beat Shanae?
And if Sydney's running the 4, I think it's your duty to stay in the 400 meters because now it's a race.
Mm-hmm.
This is what track and field needs. I would love to see Shanae and Sydney going through the rounds, the championships. That would, wow. And clashing in the final and meeting on the circuit every so often. But if Shanae goes and runs the 2, well, then I guess we can see Shanae against Sharika, which is cool. I guess it's win-win.
Well,
I guess it's win-win.
I would go with Miller Ugo, though. I would go with Miller Ugo. If they both had the lock-up train, yeah, I would go Miller Ugo. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because
I would too.
What happened with
a thing?
Cars Home. That's the only reason why.
A thing in there too? Yeah. If you put a thing in there too, a thing Mo.
Mm-hmm.
A thing Mo, sorry.
Yeah, because she's driving up to 400 this year.
I don't think a thing's going to move there for a little while. Okay. I don't think she'll do it until she breaks the 800 world record, and that record is out there.
She ain't breaking the 800 world record.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I don't think she goes to the 4 unless she breaks the 800 record.
Thank you, Rico. Too hot for your $2 question. I'm going to interrupt all these people to answer. Sydney versus Nasir in the 400 meter next year.
Now that's a 400. Sydney, Nasser, Miller-Weibo, and a thing. Wow.
The thing's not
I'm saying, I'm dreaming here. I'm just saying, wow. This is
Sydney versus Nasir. If those 3 was running 400, it would be beautiful. Sydney versus Nasir. I'm still gonna give it to Nasir. If it's next year, Nasir.
Next year.
If it was next year, I'm going to Nasir.
I wonder if she's been training. Nasser.
Well, I always call her Nasir, but yeah, Nasir, yeah.
She ran this past year though. She ran at Worlds, didn't she?
Nah.
I thought this was her first year back.
She back.
No. Her band is she'll be back. Her band is up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Damn.
Her band is up. Yeah, spring, I think.
It's from 2019. Let me take a look.
MK Bowl versus Sydney. What? Man, you know, they need to stop playing. Sydney has no challenges in that 4 hurdles no more.
McLaughlin ain't gonna be running the 4 hurdles. That's the best thing.
Yeah.
When is her band?
We got 5 minutes.
Yeah,
That's just
I like
gonna have a
Sydney.
CC type of year. That's a good point. She may need a year to get her feet wet. I wouldn't mind seeing her. You know what I'm saying? If she's back for Paris, that'll be okay.
Yes. It was she has a 2-year suspension going back to January 20. Yeah, so she's eligible this year. Yeah.
What does Fambele need to
February
improve?
of 2023. What do you
February
say?
2023. Okay, nice. February 2023. That's around the corner. That's wicked. What does Fambele need to improve? I think that's an obvious answer. If people have been paying attention to him, anyways.
Yeah.
At the start. The start is
Closing speed is something crazy, man.
it's hideous. Yeah, the start's bad. And I need to see. I don't think it's fair to judge his professional season off of coming off of the college season last year. But I'm interested in seeing how he's going to compete just on the circuit because different. It's different.
Yeah, I consider this your pro season, your rookie year. I consider it to be your first full year. Like I don't like the stuff you did after. I'm not calling any of that. That's you're making your money. Like, hey, look, I just turned pro. Let me make a bunch of money, even though I'm not going to run at my best because I just ran a million races, and then let me have my actual rookie year the next year. Yeah,
I like this one. Sharika versus Shanae in a 300 meter. I like that.
Oh man, I think I gotta go Shanae, man. I think I gotta go Shanae. Wait, are we talking? We're talking prime, them and their primes, right? Not off last season. If it was last season, I gave it to Sharika. Shanae wasn't Shanae. She still won worlds, but it wasn't.
So in their prime.
In their prime though? In their
prime?
Nah, Shanae. Shanae's winning that 3, man. Because maintenance wise, there's no one better than her right now. It's just top speed.
Sharika,
She needs
but
to work
Sharika was a 400 meter runner too.
She was, but.
And when she was a 400 meter runner, she wouldn't run in 21.4 or 21.5 or whatever the hell she ran. 21. She wouldn't run in 21.5. So she's way faster now than she was when she was a 49.52 400 meter runner.
She's crossed over to the other side. She's crossed over to the fast twitch side.
I think she would get her. I think the opposite of what somebody else said. I think she would get Shanae by a hair because she's gonna rig at about 275, 280, but she's gonna get out and get in front of her. Shanae would need that extra 100. That's why I say she'd get her by at the line. She'd get her. I would go with Sharika. In their prime, if it was 305, I'm changing it up. Right at 300 meters? Nah. Nope. Don't think so. We got 2 minutes. Rico too hot for another $2. We appreciate you, baby. Sharika versus Abby versus Shanae versus Gabby next year.
Wow, that's a race.
Shit, that's a race.
And a bomber.
Man, I like Rico. I like Rico because he got some hot races. He need to be a damn heat promoter.
If you put Mbama in that too, then it's even hotter. But that alone is a hot race.
That's a damn good race. Okay, so I'm gonna do this, and this is gonna be the last question we're gonna take. Appreciate you, Rico. Too hot. Here go y'all lane assignments. Sharika is in lane 4. Gabby's in 5. Abby's in 6. Shanae is in 7.
Shanae's winning that.
Brother Colin, who you got before we get off this thing?
Sharika.
That's a good pick. Abby's getting yammed, yo.
That's like as if it's this year at the Worlds. That's what you're saying? Like as if it's 2023 Worlds?
Yeah. What did Abby run in the final?
Gabby went healthy though. We're talking about all healthy. This is the dreaming races.
It was 20 as if it's this.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to go ahead and I'm gonna have to go with Yubo. I don't know how I end up agreeing with Anson, but I'm only going with Yubo because she in lane 7.
Very wise to agree with me.
She in lane 7.
You're maturing. I like your growth.
Yeah, my dreads have been growing. That's the only growth that's the only growth we got.
Oh, that's only long now, Doug.
Yeah, that thing been growing. I'd have to go with lanes. I would go with her just because it's lane 7. But I had to go with her.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. That's it. 7:45. We told y'all we gotta get out of here. We got trick or treating to do.
Respect.
You know what I'm saying? We don't want to be here all night, but we always give y'all a good 2 hours anyway. So it's been 2 hours. We hit our marker. Man, I did not think that we would be able to actually have a decent show considering it's October and nothing's going on in track and field. But I stand corrected. Another great show. And I do appreciate y'all. I'm not gonna lie because we ain't talked, me, Anson, we've been on vacation, Colin been on vacation. So I did not know how the chemistry was gonna go. I was like, hey, y'all wanna do a show? Let's do it. I truly appreciate this. I do, because it just feels like this is what we're supposed to do. We can take 3-4 weeks, months off and get right back to it. And even with the people in the chats, they right back on it. So I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all being able to, as always, stop y'all time and spend some time with me, because I know Anson over there is like 5 a.m. Colin over there, he's an hour ahead of me.
This is good. This was a good time.
This
is
like
only 12:45.
Oh,
12:45 is good.
Okay.
This is good. This is a good time to come off.
Give you something to get done with. So I appreciate y'all. Coach was supposed to be here, y'all. I know y'all was looking for Coach, but he had some recruiting calls that he was trying to finish up early so that he can hop on, but he won't be getting done till a little later. So hopefully next week we can get back to our Monday nights. Hopefully next week we can get Coach on and we can get Real Talk on. That'll be beautiful. That'd be beautiful, because that's what we need. And we know y'all need it right now because y'all bored as hell because ain't no track season on. So, all right, y'all. Answer. Tell these folks where they can find you at, and definitely tell them about that new show.
Oh, respect, yo. So, Anson_Henry on Instagram, Anson Henry on Twitter, Unconventional Entertainment Group on YouTube. If you just type in Sprint Reviews, it should come up. But yeah, man, just getting this off the ground, especially in the off season when not much track dialogue going on. But I mean, there's a lot of us always got track on our mind. It doesn't matter what time of the season it is. So yeah, man, check that out. And yeah, I'm gonna be around, man. I'm gonna be around. But Sprint Reviews, the next one will be the Marvin Bracey interview. So keep an eye out on that.
I think he's gonna have some words. He's gonna have some words for you now. After this show, he's gonna have some words for you, sir.
Man. Marvin knows where my head is at, yo.
Yo, Brother Colin, as always, everybody know where you at. If I like to say, if it wasn't for Track World News, when none of us be doing this stuff. Because hell, I didn't even know nothing about doing this until I met Track World News. So tell the people where you at, man, and how to find you in case they don't know, in case they're a new person who ain't part of this family.
Yeah, Track World News. Catch me on Instagram. That's where we're most active. Also, YouTube. Honestly, not doing as much during the off season. My regular job is extremely busy in the winter, so I don't get the chance to post as much content during the winter. But we'll try to get to it a little bit more as the indoor season comes about. But yeah, follow me there.
As always, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. We really, 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 really do appreciate those $4 that Rico Too Hot gave. And at the end of the day, he didn't have to. We could have still asked the question, but it's just the fact that he decided to do it anyway. And we strongly, strongly appreciate that. We appreciate all y'all in the chat. We definitely appreciate when the top sprinters or whoever come in the chat and they can talk with you guys. We do monitor the chat, so I appreciate y'all for never being disrespectful to them. Like, y'all are never disrespectful to them. Y'all always show them respect or whatever. So let's keep doing that, because we always want them to feel like they're a part of this so that they can be here while we're talking about them, because that helps them as well. So I appreciate y'all for that, everybody in the chat group. And as always, love each other. Stop fighting on Twitter, because you can't see each other. We'll see y'all next week.
See y'all.
All right, yo.